brought me cookies.
I did bring you some cookies.
You're trying to butter me up.
No, I'm trying to not watch my weight. I like watching my weight go all over the place. I don't care. But no, I thought, hey, Ken might like some cookies.
Absolutely.
I made a ton of them.
Are we on the live stream
yeah,
here?
we're on the live stream.
If you were on the live stream right now, I'll show them again later.
Those some big daddies.
Look at these. There's two cookies here.
Two of them. And I don't have the nutrition facts or the calorie count on there. So,
well, it's Thursday, so they're calorie free.
And you know why I got you two of them?
Oh, for Stephanie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you. That's very thoughtful.
Yeah. So now that the evidence is there on the live stream, if Stephanie is watching or if she's listening, now she knows there's at least one cookie coming her way. So there you go.
Yeah, I might drop one on the way out to the car.
Sorry, that was a dirty cookie. It's you didn't want to eat that.
I took one for the team.
Yeah. All right. Well, lots to get to here this morning. Always learning with our friends from Barry and Risa in the next 10 minutes or so. But right now, let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. We'll have the live stream is up now, so you can watch how that's going, see some of the behind-the-scenes things. But in local news that we're following for you today, the U.S. Department of Energy, as we've been telling you about, has given that conditional loan of $1.5 billion to Holtec International to restart the Palisades nuclear power plant in Van Buren County. We had a lot of fancy political people here yesterday, everyone from the energy secretary to the governor to other area lawmakers talking about it and saying all the good things. But we wanted to know what else is happening, what's next. So we talked to Holtec's Patrick O'Brien, who gave us an update.
There'll be a process where we continue to work with the DOE loan program to finalize and close that loan. In the short term, that's kind of from a DOE perspective what we'll be working on. But we'll continue really with the key path is continuing to work with the NRC to go through the licensing actions needed.
O'Brien says Holtec International has already started to rehire the 600 workers that will be needed to run the plant, with about 300 on site now. Some of the employees are previous Palisades employees who just retired when the plant closed. Others are moving back to Southwest Michigan. There is apparently a rigorous process in place that will need to be followed for the restart.
Similarly, when we were an operating plant, you would have a planned maintenance outages. We're going to go through all the systems, safety systems, things along those lines, and we'll ensure that they're in tip-top shape before we look to restart.
O'Brien says the goal is to have Palisades operating by late next year. There are also plans to construct 2 small modular reactors at the site, which will require yet more employees when those are brought online. He says this is historic, as no other nuclear plant has been brought back to life in this fashion, creating an example for perhaps how it can be done in future situations. Michigan State Police still investigating after an officer-involved shooting in Benton Harbor yesterday. State Police out of the Pawpaw Post say a trooper shot a suspect around 1:30 yesterday afternoon in the 1300 block of Monroe Street in Benton Harbor. The trooper had pulled someone over and learned that they had some federal warrants outstanding. The driver tried to flee, struck a Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety officer in the process. That officer suffered minor leg injuries. The trooper then opened fire on the suspect, hitting him twice. No other shots were fired. Michigan State Police Lieutenant Duane Robinson tells us an outside team is now investigating.
It is just unfortunate that this incident occurred. It's in a pretty dense community here in the 1300 block of Monroe. We're so fortunate that no bystanders or residents were injured as a result. The officer from Benton Harbor and a member of Michigan State Police both did their jobs according to their training.
Robinson says the report will be forwarded to the Berrien County Prosecutor's Office when it's finished. The suspect was taken then to Berrien County Jail after receiving medical treatment. And the Bicentennial Bridge in St. Joseph is open to land-based vehicles, cars and trucks, but it's literally closed to taller boat traffic. Michigan Department of Transportation spokesperson Nick Sharippa tells us the part of the bridge that lifts the drawbridge isn't working. It needs to be fixed, and that means masted boats without enough clearance can't go through. However, those that can still run under the bridge without opening it can do so. Sharippa says they're working on a fix right now, but it's going to take some time.
Next steps are having that replacement cylinder inspected to make sure it's still good. It's obviously been on inventory for a while, so we inspect that new cylinder and then getting a contractor and a contract in place to have that work done. So we are looking at a process that may take several more weeks.
The broken cylinder is part of the rolling girders that allow the bridge to open. Sherpa says the bridge is otherwise safe for vehicle traffic. And one more story. We got some reports of this yesterday from some listeners. The Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety reports that they responded to a factory fire at 800 South Fair Street. Fire was reported around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon at the Blue Water Thermal Solutions building. On arrival, crews saw a fire coming out of a roof vent. The Department of Public Safety reports that a machine had caught fire. The flames traveled through the exhaust system, and then the fire became visible outside in that roof vent. So it was kind of scary. Some people thought it was fully involved, but no. They said crews said that they contained the fire to the machine area and some extension to the roof. So some good news there. No injuries reported. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
We'll catch up with sports here in just a moment. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Recovery.
ABC News.
ABC News.
All right. Hello, everybody that is watching on our award-winning live stream. Well, good morning to Bill. Good morning to Jeff from 7,350 feet above sea level.
Ha!
Wow.
Well,
Fancy.
So is he up on a hill?
Yeah.
A big hill?
Yeah, it's a big
Is he up in a
hill.
plane, train, and automobile?
Yeah, Teresa says that's scary.
Good morning, Bill, Jeff, and Teresa. Hello.
Oh, man. Nobody won the Powerball last night.
Oh, I forgot.
I bought a ticket.
Did you buy a ticket?
Bought a ticket.
Did you get anything?
Nope.
Nothing.
Not even one number correct.
Oh, not even one number?
One. No.
That's disheartening.
Yeah, not even one. I was bummed out. I did the quick pick.
Okay, which you should do.
But yeah, my numbers were 22, 26, 32, 38, 67, and Powerball 14.
Oh,
None of those matched.
Yikes. Well, so that puts the estimated jackpot for Powerball, the next drawing, at $935 million.
Nice.
Cash value
that's pretty good.
Cash value roughly $450 million.
And drawing is Saturday?
Yep, Saturday. So you have 63 hours, 50 minutes, and 51 seconds to figure that out.
All right. Good to know. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Somebody won a little bit of money in Berrien County.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
For Powerball?
Well, no.
Oh.
No, but it was a lottery.
Like a Keno or something?
Yeah, it was Keno.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Keno. Should we talk about that? Give some exclusive content?
Sure.
To our folks here. Let me find the story. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Where did it go? Oh, well, can't tell you about it. No, here it is.
Too late. Bye.
You ever eat at the Chatterbox?
I love Chatterbox.
Yeah.
Best burgers in Southwest Michigan.
That's where they won.
Really?
Yeah.
I think somebody won a while back, too.
It's a lucky place. A Berrien County man who prefers to stay anonymous.
Yeah.
Because, if you go there and I go there, we all know who goes there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably ask him for money. A Berrien County man has won $200,000 in the Michigan lottery. State Lottery Office says the man, who wishes to remain anonymous, won his prize in the Club Keno game back on February 28th.
Okay.
What we do know is he's 57 years old. He won $100,000 when his numbers matched 10 of the 20. But then thanks to the kicker.
Oh, the kicker. That'll get you.
Yeah. It was multiplied to $200,000. He won at Chatterbox in Benton Harbor. He says he goes there every week for a burger, always buys a few Keno tickets. He says he was nearing the end of his draw that night. He wasn't doing very well, but then his luck changed. He said winning still hasn't sunk in. He already claimed his prize at the lottery headquarters. And with his winnings, he plans to pay bills, put a down payment on a new house, a new home, and save for retirement.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great thing right there.
Smart thinking. My guess is he called a financial advisor because those seem like wise decisions on all parts.
At what point, if you win money, at what point are you calling a financial advisor? Because you win $2?
No.
$4?
I think if I win,
$10,000.
I think if I win anything, anything in the 5 figures,
Really?
like even
in
if
the
I
5 figures?
even if I or if I won
Okay.
if I won 10 grand right now,
Okay.
I would at least say, should I just go ahead and have this be play money and I can do whatever I want with it, or can I take this 10 and stretch it and make it be a decent investment?
Are there some bonds or
some smart
T-bills or
investments,
something like that?
IRAs, things like that, just something that is a money market account.
Are you paying for that advice? Because I think with 10 grand, I'm not paying for advice.
No,
I'm going to buy a cup of coffee for somebody and say, hey, what do you think I should do with
I'm going to talk to somebody. I'm not even going to call them because they're going to put me on the meter's going to start running. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say like, hey, Tom Austin or any other financial advisor, but that's the guy I like. I would go to them and say, when they're like, we're having coffee or we're at a cookout or something like that. And you nonchalantly bring it up. Say, hey, if well, how are these bonds doing these days? How are, what's some good smart stock investments that are out there, just nonchalant. And then I would take advice from a financial advisor. I wouldn't go ahead and hire a financial advisor. Now, if I was, basically anything over $10,000 to $20,000 over that, I'd start talking to somebody.
Oh, 100,000, probably paying a little bit to get that advice because that's going to be worth it.
Yeah. Hang on, I got to check something real quick.
What do we do?
Time out for 1 second.
Timing out.
Sorry, just had to check on some things.
Come on, this is the behind-the-scenes exclusive content. You got to tell them what happened.
To make make sure that the segment that is playing right now is playing correctly.
Okay,
so I was just doing a check on Always Learning with our friends from Barry and Risa. Which, by the way, if you want to check out this conversation that I have with Barry and Risa, you can do that by checking out the podcast, or if you want to bounce over, just like I did, for a couple seconds and listen on the radio, you can do that. But you're getting exclusive content right here on our live stream. So it's like we got 2 shows going on at once.
That's fantastic.
But I talked with the folks from Barry and Risa yesterday too. We were talking about how things are going. Because we've been doing this segment now for a few months now, and that's another behind the scenes thing that people don't even know is that either content that's happening or when we work with different clients, we kind of do that. Hey, let's step back, see how things are doing, how people are enjoying this, and how then people are taking action to either patronize our business and join our business, or just stay informed about stuff. And they've been getting some great feedback, and we have as well for our. I think this is up for an award. The Always Learning with Barry and Risa.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. You should put it up for a award.
Should get like a golden. What's the teacher awards? The Golden Apple and some of those other things.
The Golden Rule.
Yeah.
Or ruler.
Yeah, maybe that's where I could get a state award. I could get like a cool
do that.
Michigan something.
It's an election year. The politicians are always looking for ways to get some publicity. So maybe you could say, hey, give me an award.
I like it. Teresa says she's excited when she wins $2.
Yeah.
And Jeff keeping us informed about news that happened a couple days ago. Mega Millions, a person in New Jersey won $1.13
No
billion.
way. Thanks, Jeff.
Now,
welcome to the party.
Yeah, exactly. Remind me, state of Michigan, you can remain anonymous, correct?
I think that was the legislation. I wonder if that's in effect now.
They were I think they were trying to keep that.
Yeah.
Because in New Jersey, I believe you can remain anonymous as well.
Do you think we should know? I know we talked about this a little bit when the Michigan legislature was thinking about allowing people to stay anonymous. I think some were making what I think is a pretty valid argument. If you allow the winners to stay totally anonymous, how are you doing the check and balance to make sure the money is going into the right places? Not to be too cynical, but I mean, you think about some third world countries, maybe they're doing that. Somebody could draft up a scheme. I think we've even had movies
Mm.
about that. How the lottery people
So, like how
win their own
somebody
lottery. I
Mm.
mean, that's fiction, but could happen.
Yeah, I could see that argument.
Plus, who am I going to go to for a loan?
Exactly. I mean, some of the it's kind of obvious if somebody wins $1.13 billion for somebody that
Hey, where'd Ken go?
they're making $50,000 to $75,000 a year, and then all of a sudden they're driving around this Ferrari and living somewhere in the New Jersey area. Would you stay in the New Jersey area? Would you go and get find a big house where you live, or would you find a different spot in the state of New Jersey to
I've
hang
never
out?
lived in New Jersey. I've spent very little time there.
Yeah.
However, I know that it's a beautiful state,
Mhm.
and Martha Stewart, in fact, has her estate there.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
very nice.
And I mean, she's got chickens and a little country house. And that
I'd
kind of
probably
stuff.
move to Delaware because that's where everybody that doesn't want to pay taxes likes to move. Set up shop there. Have some Delaware accounts.
I'm pretty sure I'd have a couple of different homes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
With $1.13 billion. Well, if they take the payout, or
Yeah.
if they take the payout, yeah, they'll still be they'll be pretty well off. Yeah, I feel like I would keep. Yeah, would you keep the house that you're in? Like, just keep it. Like, keep the property. Maybe not
Mhm.
stay there all that much, but maybe if you want to, stay in the area. But yeah, you definitely have a second or third home.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah, because do those big billionaires, like the ones that seems like every big company starts in a garage.
oh, yes.
Do some of those people, like a Jeff Bezos, a Bill Gates, those really big millionaires, billionaires, do they keep the homes that they created that thing?
I can't remember any story about Bill Gates in his childhood home
Yeah.
or his teenage home or his young 20s home when he's doing whatever he's doing
Right.
with DOS, the disk operating system, which eventually became Windows. But he did build, Bill Gates, he built a layer that Bruce Wayne would be jealous of.
Ooh.
Because it literally went, some of it was underground, some of it
Mhm.
was above ground. Even, nowadays we have all kinds of fancy TVs that they're
Sure.
curved and they're translucent and they're all kinds of stuff. He had video monitors in different rooms where guests were given a little pin,
Oh.
and when they went into a room, the video monitor would connect with the pin and understand what are that person's preferences, what kind of artwork do they like, and it would change the video monitors to the artwork.
And this was
This
years
was
ago.
decades ago.
Wow.
So he was on some cutting edge stuff. So you can imagine what today's billionaires are doing.
Diane said she'd keep her house and remodel severely. I would actually not remodel
No.
what you see,
Okay.
but I would dig.
Oh.
And I would build a bat cave or an underground layer
Yeah.
thing. And I think, or build out the back, like just build like a tunnel and then takes me to another thing.
That sounds fun.
What's that? I haven't seen him in like 3 days. Yeah, he's down in the bunker. He's down in the bat cave.
He's checking the hot water heater.
Yeah. Teresa said she would tear her house down, build another one,
Okay.
and make it a bed and breakfast.
Oh,
So you got your revenue stream.
that's nice. That's
Not a
thinking
bad
ahead.
idea.
That is thinking ahead.
Yeah, go to somewhere where it's cool to have
Mhm.
a nice bed and breakfast, that bed and breakfasty area, and do that. That's a
You
good
ever
idea.
thought about opening a bread and breakfast?
I just think it'd be too much work. I know people that run bed and breakfasts,
Yeah.
and they are constantly working.
Yeah.
They're great people, but the energy required
Mm-hmm.
to
Because
have
you're
a
always
bed and
on.
breakfast, you're always on.
Yeah.
So they would be cool, I think, because it'd be interesting to meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I wouldn't set up a bed and breakfast where it wasn't like my regular house. I'd have to build it in a way to where there's privacy still for
Mhm.
me and them.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you?
I think so, as long as I had some hired help.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you gotta have a team. You gotta have a team.
Yeah, so because I think the husband-wife thing that can really take a toll on you, unless you really love waiting on people and
Mhm.
doing dishes and laundry and all
Yeah,
kinds
you
of
need
stuff
at
like
least
that.
somebody to help with, cleaning the house and the room and
Yep.
turning the rooms over, but
Yep.
also you probably need somebody to help with the cooking. Even if you're like a pretty good
Sure.
chef, you need at least another person to help with that preparation stuff.
Yeah, the cooking, the dishwashing, the menu planning, the serving.
Mhm.
Then you've got the marketing side of things, the accounting.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got the
Tons.
housework that you've got to think about, not to mention all the, laundry duties.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
it's a massive undertaking.
the 50-acre blueberry farm next to it, right?
You're
and,
gonna have a
and the
50-acre
llamas that are
Oh, you're gonna
in the
have
corral right next to
llamas?
that. Well, I mean, because you had a bed and breakfast, you want people to pick blueberries and pet the llamas.
There is a people that we know that have a bed and breakfast, and they have all kinds of
Do they have
different
blueberries and
things.
llamas?
They have,
I wanna talk
I
to
don't think
them.
they have llamas, but I
Okay.
think they have different fruits. I think they have honeyberries,
Oh,
which we actually got a honeyberry bush from them.
what does a honeyberry
It's
taste like?
very similar to like a blueberry, but a little sweeter. And
Whoa.
the berry itself is a little more elongated.
Really?
Yeah, so we've got a plant in our backyard. We got 2 plants
Oh, look at that.
because you need 2 plants in order for it to
They look like the finger grape.
yeah.
Okay, but they have the consistency of a blueberry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very
No
similar to that,
way.
like a sweet little berry.
Also known as the fly honeysuckle?
Oh, didn't
That's
know that.
very interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, the common names are blue honeysuckle, sweetberry honeysuckle, fly honeysuckle, blue-berried honeysuckle. Apparently, the honeyberry.
Mhm.
It's a non-climbing honeysuckle native throughout the cool, temperate northern hemisphere.
Yeah, we got two small plants. One did really well. The other one did not do all that great.
Oh,
And
no.
I hope it didn't die because you need 2 plants for it to properly do its thing, pollinate and stuff. So I'm if it doesn't work out, we might have to go and see if they have another plant we can have.
Yeah.
Because we did have some that would fruit and they were good. Only had a few of them, but it was good. Then I've got a blueberry bush.
God, the fruit of these things is just so unique.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
They look like bells.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Do they have seeds?
I believe so.
I mean, can you taste them, or is it just like a
I
blueberry?
think it's like blueberry where I'm trying to remember because
Okay.
I only had a few last year.
Wow.
But
Well,
yeah,
how fun is that? I think Stephanie and I have something we will explore this year.
there you go.
On the hunt for honeyberries.
Do they spread like raspberry bushes? Good question. We'll look that up. All right. We got your Bloomberg Market Minute going on right now. I'll get back to the show here in just a second.
Ability did improve slightly from the quarter before. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
It's the morning show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning.
Hello.
Beautiful day today. It's Thursday, and it's going to be a high of 50. And then later tonight, cloudy and a low down to 30. Friday's looking decent. 20% chance for some rain with a high of 57. We were just hanging out on our live stream as we explore the beautiful fruit belt here in Southwest Michigan. We were learning about all the different things that are out there.
Including the honeyberry.
The honeyberry.
Which I was not familiar with.
Yeah. I feel like I need to get the folks that are at the Michigan State extension down the road here,
Mhm.
get them on the speed dial and see if they can't help me out with some of this stuff. Cause I had I had a couple issues with things because we had the honeyberry bush.
Right.
We got 2 of them.
Mhm.
One of them died. So I wonder
Mm.
if I gotta get another one so that it properly pollinates.
That's a sad story.
Then I've got a little baby blueberry bush.
Ah.
So
I
yeah.
wonder if the little baby blueberry bush can cross pollinate with your honeyberry. Since they're in the same, seems like they're in the same family. Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see.
Call MSU Extension.
That would be an interesting conversation to figure out. All right. And
they
then
just say, yep, or nope.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I need to figure out because I want to grow zucchini.
Yes.
and I've had like 2 years of not having good luck with it. So
And you got the fruit, but something happened to it,
yeah,
right?
we had the squash borers, the bugs that get in there and they basically eat the whole thing.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they
Oh, those are
decimate the
mean-looking
thing.
guys.
Oh yeah, they're mean.
Oh.
Yeah, all of a sudden you get the fruit and the plant goes really well. It gets nice and big, and you're like, oh man, this is going to be my year. It's going to be a success. And yeah, then the bugs come in.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
yeah. No, you can. I mean, the internet is an amazing thing. You can find some of the early signs of it, and then I'm looking. One of the things people ask, what gets rid of squash borers, and it has a lot of words that I've never seen in my life.
yeah, probably a lot of chemicals
that are
and
chemicals.
things.
So
Yeah.
there must be some natural way you can do it too. Oh, here's one. Do coffee grounds repel squash vine borers?
Ooh.
Apparently, the two best DIY sprays to use against squash borers are homemade soap spray or a coffee ground spray.
Okay, I've got quite a lot of the coffee grounds. I
And
could make that happen.
Just a little bit of soap and a little bit of coffee grounds. Make a spray.
All right.
I love Google sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're enjoying this Pinterest, brought to you by Pinterest and Google, the morning show. Yeah, we'll cover quite a lot on this show. We've covered everything from sports to education. We're always learning. And I mean, what else did we talk about? Talked nautical stuff. We talked about drug seizing.
Oh boy.
All kinds of stuff here on this fine award-winning program. But first, before we get to anything else,
okay,
I want to jump in and find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Happy Thursday. In local news that we're covering for you today, Michigan State Police are investigating after an officer-involved shooting in Benton Harbor yesterday. State police out of the Paw Post say a trooper shot a suspect at around 1:30 yesterday afternoon in the 1300 block of Monroe Street. The trooper had pulled someone over, and then as they were running the check, they found they had some federal warrants outstanding. The driver tried to flee and struck a Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety officer in the process. That officer suffered some minor leg injuries. The trooper then opened fire on the suspect, hitting him twice. He received medical treatment and is now being housed at the Berrien County Jail awaiting charges. One person is dead following a dramatic high-speed crash in Benton Harbor yesterday. Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety, very busy yesterday, says officers were sent to the scene on Britton Avenue near Pipestone at around 2:40 in the afternoon. The crash involved one vehicle, a silver Buick driven by 33-year-old Daryl Pargo Jr. of Benton Harbor. According to police, Pargo had passed several cars heading westbound on East Britton Avenue, and as he was completing the pass and trying to get back into his lane, he lost control of the vehicle. Very high speed, struck two different utility poles. The one of the crashes sent the vehicle airborne. It was flipping, and then it landed on its wheels. Emergency responders had to use the jaws of life to try to get Pargo out of that vehicle. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at the scene. It's unknown at this time if drugs or alcohol are involved. An autopsy is scheduled. AEP utility crews had to get on the site afterwards to replace equipment that had been snapped in the collision, so the power could be restored to the surrounding neighborhood. And then finally, as we told you yesterday, a big announcement at the Palisades nuclear power plant. Leaders from around Southwest Michigan hailing the news that the last piece of the puzzle, funding, is now in place to clear the way for the Palisades nuclear power plant to work on restarting. We'll tell you more about that, get some of the lawmaker reaction, and what's next coming up at 8 o'clock this morning.
Historical announcement.
History in the making, they say.
Wow.
Yeah, in the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
We'll catch up with sports in just a little while. Also, a little bit later, we'll get some animal stories. Some animal stories for you.
What kind of animal stories?
A few animal-related things.
Okay.
Dogs.
Cute animals?
Yeah. Yeah.
What isn't a cute animal?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think every animal is cute.
Yeah.
So we'll have some of that and some other news and things that you should know about as well. But sports on the way right now. Let's find out what's happening around the state.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Greg Boom.
Bum, 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 bum.
All righty. Baseball kicks off today, guys. We've got Tigers baseball right here on 94.9 WSJM. Um, ooh, some more.
Hmm.
Teresa says she'll have to try those, the honeyberries.
Yeah, they sound good.
Jeff says reconsider planting any sapling this year because the cicada population is expected to be significant.
Why would we
Two different breeds or broods
right.
of cicada
Right.
hatching this year.
Yeah, but why would we reconsider sapling plantings just because the cicadas are out? It's not like they eat stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think they eat much.
Um,
They make a lot of noise. That's for sure.
Teresa says it's Holy Thursday. Or is today Maundy Thursday, or was that last Thursday?
Hmm.
I don't keep track of all of I know it's Holy Week.
Yes.
And Good Friday is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are we gonna work tomorrow?
Unfortunately, yes. We have to work tomorrow, but some municipalities are closed tomorrow.
Okay. We don't even get a half day?
I saw a funny post on Facebook with City of St. Joseph. Just this, it said the city is closed tomorrow.
Simple and easy.
The city is
the
closed.
The entire city closed.
Gonna work on the nuance there.
Yeah, because for years, I mean, I think it was sort of you could take the half day.
Yeah.
And maybe it wouldn't go against you.
I think all I heard just now was I can take the half day.
I would consider the half day,
Okay.
because I used to go to, and I don't know if they still do it. My mom invited me to Good Friday service, but usually what we used to always do, even when I was working here,
right,
is we would go to they do like a lunchtime service. It would be like a half hour to 45-minute long service at one of the area churches.
Okay.
It actually was a collaboration of like 4 or 5 churches all came together, and they rotated not only which pastor did the sermon, but also which church they did it at, worship teams, it was really cool. They all came together, and I'm not sure if they still do that, but she invited me to a service that was in the evening.
Huh.
Like 6 o'clock or something.
So what you're saying is if you take the holiday, you got to go to service.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to. So what I would do, if anybody, if you take a look at the area churches, whether it be your church or any of the other surrounding ones, this might be a good opportunity to kind of check out some other ones, maybe hang out with some different people in the community that you may not know. But yeah, seek out those ones that are the services are like at noon, and it's like, oh, can't come to work. I'm gonna take the rest of the day.
I don't think that's how.
And then you have to go.
Uh-huh.
You have to actually go to that service. You
Okay.
can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play hooky and not go.
Oh boy,
you got to go to the service
and
do that.
How does this all fare with March Madness?
Like instead of going to church, you just say my religion is sports, and I need to watch the game that's going to be at 12:45.
Something like that.
I mean, a lot of people
because it's another big weekend, right? Don't they play more sports ball this weekend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kick back off I think today.
Okay.
With some games, so we'll see how our brackets fare. But
Yeah,
this
I've got
is
to catch up on my
the
bracket.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, I got to see if my bracket still has. I mean, how many of the Sweet 16? You have what? A lot, right?
I think I have like 12
Okay.
of the Sweet 16.
All right. I'll figure it out.
So that's not bad.
You know what else we should do this weekend is think about preparations for the April 8th.
Jocelyn and I were talking about that yesterday about what we need to do, and get where do we get the glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Where's a good place to get the glasses? And just about everywhere, I feel like, because this doesn't come around often, at just about anywhere is getting the glasses, but just double check those to make sure that they are legit and they are certified by what are they supposed to be certified by? The Astronomical something Society.
I don't know. I mean, because I imagine there are a number of different places that want to certify, but it'll cost.
Right.
So unclear. Maybe the better call is, instead of getting stuff that may or may not protect your eyesight, just do what you did last time, which is do the shadow thing.
Do the
on the
shadow
ground.
thing. Yeah.
Because it is really cool.
It is neat.
You can do a lot of fun tricks with the photos and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, but we are planning to get the glasses.
You are going to do it. Okay.
And do that.
Just look it up on the web to see if it's a reputable certifier.
Yeah, I think some of the big stores, like I think Lowe's even has them.
Do they have the industrial ones, like the
Oh.
contractor grade?
I want the well. That's the thing too.
Glasses.
Is like I don't want to get the question is, do I want to pay the couple bucks
Yeah.
for the cheap cardboard ones, or do I want to go and pay a little bit more and get some like protective glasses that could also double as either safety glasses or welding glasses?
I think it'd be good to have one of those, like a whole helmet,
A big hood,
a big helmet that has, so I can look around like this side to side, so I don't have to stay within the little.
Is a welding mask.
I wonder if it's too dark.
Is that too dark?
I don't know. I bet a welding. Here, I'm going to look it up because I bet somebody else has asked
Because
that
you
too.
have the auto darkening ones.
Yeah.
Would that work? I'm not a fan of the auto darkening.
I'm not a fan of the auto darkening ones because there's that split second that it takes for it to react.
Yeah.
That's not good.
When I took welding class in college, I wish I would have like been able to rent my own helmet because it was just a grab bag of whatever helmet was on the shelf, and they had different grades of darkening. Some were auto darkening, some were already that way. Man, there were some that I would grab that were too dark and I couldn't see a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like trying to start the weld and I can't even see where I'm at. Like, oh, got to start over.
Yes, welding glasses will work.
They will work?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's according to a couple of places on the internet,
including Jeff.
Shade ratings of 12 or 13 may be adequate.
Okay.
Shade 14 is the darkest.
Okay.
And most recommended rating for solar eclipses.
Okay.
So if you want to play it safe, look at shade 14 for your welding.
Shade 14.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff said the same thing.
Oh,
Just
did he?
wear a welder's helmet.
Oh, well, look at there.
Teresa says go to Amazon. See, I trust Amazon for some stuff, but be sure that it's because Amazon has their stuff that they sell.
Okay.
But then Amazon also opens it up to anybody else that wants to sell
the marketplace.
Stuff. So just be careful of where and who you're buying it from.
Yeah.
Make sure that it is actually certified and don't just say like, oh, well, they just have this. They say on there that it's certified. And then, of course, you get it on April 7th before the April 8th thing. And you look at it and they're no good.
Or some assembly required.
Exactly.
Go out and find shade 14 lenses.
Yep.
You'll be fine.
Teresa says when she worked at Smith Steel, there was a clips there we used the welding masks.
Oh, very good.
So those do
makes
work.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Auto darkening is okay. Did you say that?
I didn't say that.
You didn't see
I did not say that.
say that anywhere?
No.
Okay.
No. I would just be concerned about the shade.
Mm-hmm.
Again, yeah,
Shade
the auto
14.
darkening ones, I love the idea, but again, if you start the welding, you can see the little spark thing.
Yeah.
Although I'm paranoid because even if somebody shows me, because I love watching those car rebuild shows.
Oh yeah.
If somebody starts welding on TV, I will look away because I don't know. I mean, am I supposed to be looking at that even if it's on TV?
Yeah, they adjust it.
Who adjusts it? I don't trust that they're adjusting it. Who adjusts it?
When they do the editing, they adjust the lighting. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to transfer over. Yeah. No, it's fine.
I don't believe it. I'm not looking at it.
I've watched it. It's not nearly.
How many fingers? How many fingers?
It's not nearly as bright as I just see dots. You have freckles, right?
That move around my face at all times.
Little floaties. No, not nearly as bright. I will guarantee. I've watched those videos. Not nearly as bright, and I've also welded. Not the same.
Teresa's with me.
Let's get back to it. Can you see that? Can you see? Good morning.
Be careful. Gotta be careful.
We were just talking about the eclipse that is coming up April 8th.
Yeah.
And what proper eyewear you should have. That's some of the wonderful exclusive content that you can get.
That's right.
On our live stream. We're talking about so much stuff today. So much stuff.
Yeah. Although I will give a warning, even though if you have a shade 14 rating,
welder's mask,
this source says you shouldn't stare at the sun for too long anyway. So be careful.
Yeah, because I mean, you think about welding.
Yeah.
You're welding for short spurts. Yeah, little spurts, not for, what is that? It's supposed to be 4 minutes.
I don't know.
You're not even
Oh,
probably
the eclipse? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, get those glasses, or like we've also said, make the little science project of the paper in the hole thing.
Yeah. To show the reflection.
Try that out.
That'll be good.
Some animal related stories
Let's hear it.
for you this morning.
Yeah.
You have a Portuguese water dog.
I do.
I have
And he's stubborn like a goat.
I have a Maltese. So you can say, pretty much figure out the origin of where those animals are. How do you feel about another dog, the Dachshund?
Oh, they're cute. They seem very refined.
Yeah, or also known as the wiener dog,
right?
Or the
wiener
hot dog.
Yeah, they're funny.
We like them. I think they're cute.
Yeah,
they're funny to look at.
Who doesn't like them?
Apparently, Germany.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Throw your pen. That's that kind of moment here. Germany apparently wants to ban the Dachshund breed.
Why?
A new animal protection law has been introduced in the country that would ban the wiener dogs, as they are affectionately called. The proposed law is meant to prevent people from breeding dogs that have skeletal abnormalities.
Oh.
Because I believe that
because they just keep getting longer and longer and longer.
Because it's kind of crazy to see, if you look at certain breeds of dogs,
right,
how they've evolved over the years.
Okay.
But the German Kennel Club has started a petition against it. That they agree with parts of the law, just not the part where it's banning the breeding altogether.
Oh.
Because I don't think the Dachshund, I think the elongated and the short little legs, I don't think that's what the Dachshund looked like, say, 75 to 100, probably 100 years ago or more. Because if you look at some of the other dog breeds, like let's say bulldogs,
okay,
for instance,
beautiful,
like the English bulldog.
Yep,
you got the smush face and that thing, that was not as smushed. Before, I don't believe. I think over time
they bred it to be more smushed.
I think just over, because a lot of the breeding can sometimes be inbreeding within the families and cause those purebreds to have all kinds of issues. And their argument with the Dachshund, the elongated skeletal abnormalities, anybody that's ever owned a Dachshund, especially as they get older.
That was my first car.
Yeah,
a Datsun.
A Datsun.
Oh,
yeah, the Datsun. Dachshund.
Okay.
Anybody that's ever owned one, especially as they get older, they have very bad back problems.
Oh,
back starts having
sag.
It starts to sag because and they especially if they start to get overweight, the hot dogs, the sag, their weight seems to cause a lot of back problems.
That's unfortunate.
Skeletal problems. So
maybe they should start breeding them shorter. How cool would it be to have a short wiener dog?
That would be cool.
A compact,
a little compact dog.
They seem like they have a great temperament.
Yeah, they're adorable. Yeah. Every Dachshund I've known has been very mild mannered, nice, friendly.
Oscar Mayer,
or Slinky from the wiener dog from Toy Story.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So yeah, Germany doesn't like the Dachshund.
That's weird.
Yeah, you'd think Frankenfurters. They love the hot dogs. And Dachshund, I believe, isn't that from Germany?
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. You want to talk about bird flu?
Yes, that was the other animal related story that I wanted to talk about.
This I saw, and I hesitate to bring it up because it's breakfast time. But apparently milk from dairy cows in Texas and Kansas have tested positive for bird flu.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the USDA bringing this out. Officials with the Texas Animal Health Commission confirmed the flu virus is type A H5N1 strain known for decades to cause outbreaks in birds and to occasionally infect people. But now the virus is affecting older dairy cows in Texas and Kansas, and also now over in New Mexico. And it's causing decreased lactation and low appetite.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this comes just a week after officials in Minnesota announced that goats on a farm where there had been an outbreak of bird flu among poultry were also diagnosed with the virus. This is believed to be the first time the bird flu, a highly pathogenic avian influenza, was found in U.S. livestock. Now,
So-
they say, I know what you're going to ask. You're going to say, is the milk safe to drink?
Well, that, and then are the animals going to be okay? Like, are they able to give them some sort of
I don't know what they're gonna,
antibiotic or shot or something like that?
I'll have to look at that. The commercial milk supply, they say, is safe and the risk to people is low.
Okay, low, but not none.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, dairies are required to only allow milk from healthy animals to enter the food supply, and milk from the sick animals is being diverted or destroyed.
Okay.
Pasteurization, thank you, Louis Pasteur, also kills viruses and other bacteria, and the process is required for milk sold through interstate commerce.
Okay.
So as long as your milk is pasteurized, no problem.
Which is most of all.
Yeah. So they say at this stage, according to the USDA, at this stage, there's no concern about the safety of the commercial milk supply or that this circumstance poses any risk to human health.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And this is mainly the southern milk.
Texas, what did I say? Kansas, and then New Mexico is where they've found it so far.
Okay.
But we'll keep an ear on it.
All right. Did you see other milk related thing that just popped up in my head? I saw this yesterday.
I didn't see that.
Did you see that pop up?
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay.
It's shining enough. What's going on? I need some makeup. Shiny head today.
Oh boy.
Quick Trip, which we don't have Quick Trip around.
No, but we love the idea of.
We love the Quick Trip. And then, one thing I talked about was they have the milk in a bag.
Yes.
They apparently going to be discontinuing the milk in a bag after, I think it's been 40 some years that they've been doing this. I'm not sure.
Oh,
because the milk in the bag was something that I think was a space saver and a money saver, less material. You had to buy the special pitcher in order to do the milk in the bag. But yeah, they're discontinuing the milk in a bag at Quick Trip.
Oh, I can't find it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, a friend of mine shared it, so I'll find it. Give you more of an update on our live stream. But yeah, bit of a bummer for people that like to go to the Wisconsin region and pick up stuff from Quick Trip.
Yeah, it would be so much fun if we had Quick Trip around here because they take great pride in making all their stuff, keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
Keeping it nearby. And that's part of the reason why they haven't expanded greatly over here is because their distribution, they want to keep it within a certain time period so that everything they deliver, they know by process, it's going to get delivered and still be fresh.
Right. So there you go. That's your news of the day.
All right.
Your animals and breakfast related stories. We got some business stuff to get to here in just a little bit. You have your Moody on the Market update coming up next. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
If you can click your heels together like Dorothy and...
All right.
Quick Trip.
Yeah, where was it? A buddy of mine shared it on his sister's wall. Yeah.
I found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah. After 40 years, discontinuing the bagged milk. So I guess you still get the milk. The milk is great. The ice cream, by the way, the chocolate milk is fantastic, and the ice cream, fantastic. So any dairy related thing, of course, it's coming from Wisconsin. It's going to be good. But they're switching to the classic milk in a jug. Why don't they go to glass? I see some glass in some companies.
I bought milk in a glass bottle,
big one,
a couple of months ago. Yeah, and it was less expensive. I think you have a deposit on the bottle, but you bring the bottle back, you get the deposit back, and
yeah, I think get all these home delivery things going on. The all the different ones you can do online. I would love to see the milk delivery man come back.
The milkman?
The milkman.
Milkman always rings twice.
Yeah, I think that would be great. And I would do that job. I think it would be fun. Be the milk delivery guy.
Milk guy?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you guys got four bottles? All right. You got 4 empties, I'll take the 4 bottles.
Would it be like the Truman Show?
Yeah.
Be kind of like,
all right, here we go.
Hey, Johnny.
WSJM.
Yeah, that's one of my dream jobs.
Is it the outfit? Is it the uniform?
I think it's the fact of just going around the community,
Saying hi to everyone?
being a nice guy, dropping off, picking up and dropping off, because it's simple. I've done delivery services before, and it's that simple, hey, how you doing? It's something that doesn't require a lot of lifting.
Yeah.
Milkman. They need to bring back the milkman. So
I like it.
Until that happens, I guess this is my job now. And I didn't win the Powerball, so this is still my job.
Well, no, you have the opportunity to win again on the
Saturday,
Powerball.
yeah, because somebody didn't win.
Yeah.
Now it's 960 something.
Yeah,
960 million.
Let me give you an exact just a moment. 935 million.
Okay.
With a cash value of 449.7 million.
All right. So that'll happen on Saturday. That drawing 60 hours away or 16 hours.
63 hours, 7 minutes, and 57 seconds. Not that we're counting. And Mega Millions, who cares? Because it's only down to $20 million.
Yeah, nobody wants that. $20 million. That's not enough money.
Chump change.
Yeah. All right. It's time for your Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
This is a fun one. And Johnny, you're going to look at this and say, boy, that's a long article. And it is. We did a Q&A with somebody who's deciding, hey, it's time to retire and focus on doing a bunch of other stuff. So even in today's modern society with smartphones, electronic debit cards, online payments, all that kind of stuff, people still collect loose change in jars, right? These coins, they build up until you cash them in for the paper money. Where do you do that? You do that at the bank.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that Dave Eifler, the soon-to-be former market president for Horizon Bank here, he is a jar collector.
Oh.
Did you know this?
I did not know this.
He's not only a jar collector, but he's written a book, a price guide about antique fruit jars.
Really?
And he's making a lot of money off of that.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's not the story. I mean, that's part of the story.
No,
But
that's cool.
after more than 4 decades in banking, Eifler has announced he's retiring from his position as the president of Southwest Michigan and North Central Indiana for Horizon Bank.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really cool. So he is a product of Mount Pleasant.
Yep.
He went to school at Albion, earned his MBA at Central Michigan. So he's a Michigan boy.
Yep.
He's called Southwest Michigan home for more than 40 years, and he spent his entire career in banking, as well as a recipient of the prestigious,
Yes.
prestigious and prestigious,
Yes.
both work.
Yes. Yeah.
He won the Pat Moody Award.
Yeah.
Eifler's commitment to serving the community has been present throughout his career. And as noted during the presentation of the 2021 Pat Moody Award, Dave has been actively involved in a wide variety of community boards and leadership positions, including Spectrum Health Foundation Board of Directors, Strategic Leadership Council, Housing Analysis Committee, and a ton of other great places.
Yeah, absolutely. And his successor, we should also say congratulations to Bruce Piekarski, who currently serves as vice president, commercial group manager for Horizon. He's going to be elevated to take Eifler's spot there.
Nice.
So the transition's already underway. They've already informed folks internally at the bank, and it'll be complete by July this year. So go through the article, though, and you can see there's a Q&A that I had the opportunity to sit down with both gentlemen, and we had a really good talk. It was fun.
I like the format.
Yeah, you like that?
Did there. I like that. That's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to check that one out.
Yeah, thank you. The spacing between paragraphs was driving me nuts.
Oh, I bet.
Because I wanted it different, but I had to settle for what's there. But I think you'll be able to read it.
But I love Q&A stuff and getting that perspective from those people. So that'll be fun. I also want an update on the jars story part of the thing.
Yeah. So basically, if you are into fruit jars, and a lot of people collect jars, and you can buy them. You can find some jars for a few nickels, right?
He's got the
other jars you can buy for tens of thousands of dollars. He has a jar in his collection, he was telling me, about that was actually carried by a Civil War soldier.
What?
Because they were carrying jars with their rations.
Right.
I mean, and how historical significant is that? Pretty historically significant. He's telling me about some other stuff, but he's got a book called The Red Book of Fruit Jars, a collector's guide to antique fruit jars. It's already been in publication. He says it's doing very well. He travels the country actually to go to shows and sell his book and talk to people about it. And he's always surprised. Hey, you're the guy with the jar book.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's kind
The
of
jar book
So he's
guy.
going to continue doing that, and he's going to do fishing too.
Yeah, that's a good way to spend your retirement. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Does he have a meat jar?
Probably.
Yeah, because apparently people used to store stuff meat in jars.
I mean, the book is fruit jars, but maybe they put meat.
Maybe
in
there's
them.
there's a extended version.
Yeah.
a bonus clip of meat jars.
Could be.
Yeah, one of my family members was like, "Yeah, your family members, they came over to this country in blah 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 year, and they had basically the clothes on their back and a jar of meat." And I'm like, wait,
makes sense.
a jar of meat?
Maybe it's like beef jerky or something like that.
Hopefully.
But you can read that full article. It's right there posted at moodyonthemarket.com or get the app.
And your update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. Rich Brand and Tarek Halsey of IMS. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that
those,
fun?
Those fancy, like the blue, the
See,
classic blue.
That's what I told him too. He probably hears that a lot because I said, "Oh, jar collecting. I like the blue ones."
Yeah, the blue ones.
Like,
those, those ones can get expensive.
Yeah,
the ones back in the day. Now they still make the blue type of ones, but it's not the same process.
Yeah, I'm curious why they make them blue. Is that to block the sun rays or something?
Yeah, I don't remember why they did that. I think I looked it up at one point to find out, because we had this conversation before. Like, why are some of them blue and some of them not? Same thing with like beer bottles. Why are the beer bottles brown?
Oh yeah,
and not clear? Some are clear, but yeah.
Any comments there?
Let's take a look.
Up?
Let's take a look.
I see
here.
Mrs. Reinhardt.
Hey, it's my mom.
Hello and good morning.
But yeah, talking about the dog thing, the dachshund.
Yeah.
Diane says they have an extra vertebrae, and the Cardigan Welsh Corgi, I'm told, were crossed, and they have back issues. So they at some point decided, hey, we love the Corgi, we love the dachshund.
Yeah,
let's make a hybrid thing. Jeff says, I like QT, but it's actually KT, Quick Trip. Different Quick Trip, KT. To buy my gas from them because they don't have the additives, blah, 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 blah. I'll have to consider buying more from QT.
Well, and I think in certain states, Quick Trip is a Q.
So there is Quick Trip. And I think where he's at is the different Quick Trip. So there is a Quick Trip KWIK,
right,
that is in Wisconsin based. And when they go any farther to like the Iowa and some of those other states, they have to be Quick KWIK Star.
Right, Quick Star.
Because there is a Quick Trip
that's what he's going to.
Yeah, I think that's the one that he's going.
Yeah.
He said sunlight isn't good for beer as it ages. Yes, you're right.
Don't you want aged beer? Just like wine?
You want it to condition. You want it to condition in the bottle. You don't want it to age in the wrong way.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting out of here.
Okay.
You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
See ya.